All right, we just finished trading for the New York market. I suffered a quite a huge loss, lost about $500. So this morning Asia session I was up like $1,000, and now I'm only up about 550, around $550, which is okay. I feel like it's part of the process. I honestly my trade setups are all valid. It's just that the entry and market just didn't went my way well. So I took a long position, zero point 0.1 lot size before CPI news was released, and it basically stopped me out at here, 3613.72, which is basically, oh my god, it just stopped me out exactly, and then it just pumped all the way up. And this itself I risk lesser, just because the news is coming out, and I really believe that price is really going to just fly up and then reach this inducement wick and then form a liquidity grab, and then basically retrace back into the bearish order block and with alignment with the Fibonacci level. But unfortunately I got stopped out before the entire move happened. If not, I would have won about $200. But so that's the first entry. Right, upon price hitting up towards the inducement level, which I anticipated, I immediately entered one position of zero point 0.2 lot size. My account balance then was about 400 plus, so zero point 0.2 is kind of heavy. And my SL was slightly above 2345. And I almost got stopped out, right? But it did not, right? It was literally 10 pips away. And basically, after I entered, I think at here, right, immediately after price closed bearish, I entered another stack of zero point 0.2 losses, which you can see. So I entered the first position here. The second one is here. The reason why the trade history is jumbled out is because basically over the next few minutes or the entire hour, I actually stacked a lot of sell positions. And as you can see, eventually price actually reversed, and I got margin caught and all the positions were automatically closed. And afterwards, after I see price had some rejection and then another break of structure and a clean break of structure, I enter another position. I can't remember which exactly which price move, but I entered somewhere around here, or yeah, around there. And then when price presented a very bearish candle closure, I immediately entered another position when it retested back into the fair value gap. But eventually price just rejected up all the way. And it kind of sucks because I basically caught out the entire move before it even happened. So this is a Discord group that I actually sent my trade setup before the news. So before the news, I anticipated that price, will somewhat do like a liquidity grab uh towards this inducement level, which create this weak rejection weak, and then touch into the bearish order block or the bearish flip zone with alignment in the Fibonacci retracement level of 0.71 to 0.786 level before heading all the way down. Unfortunately, that didn't play out. Uh, that did not play out. I believe the news was bearish for the dollar. But after seeing the news, I still held my trade because I really believe that gold will somewhat make a crazy move, right? It will not follow like the news kind of play that I'm going for. At one point, I only stacked about total zero point 0.2 lot size times 3, which is equivalent to zero point 0.6 lot size. So the first one, the first entry 0.2, the second 0.2, and then I believe the third one was somewhere around here. And at a point of time where I was up about, I believe I was up $900, right? I was actually going to stack more, but I was waiting for a retracement. But after I see like some sort of a rejection, right? Okay, so I think this is where I entry yet again. And then it went down all the way again. But after the moment I saw this bullish candle closure, I felt a little bit scared because um at the point of time I think it's like 9:30, and 8:30 is the news, so 8:30 to 9:30 is somewhat like, I don't know, you can call it a manipulation, right? And 9:30 is like the real move. So I was really kind of scared after I see this bullish candle just close above, and it shows that the bullish engulfing candle is just very, very strong. And at that moment I was really thinking to close. Um, but I don't know, I tried to stay disciplined. But regardless, the trade just keep going up. And at one point also, I think I entered here as well. That's why you can see across my trade history, the total stack lot size was about one lot size. Mm. So I believe this is a mistake that I can improve on. If I'm not really confident about a trade, don't try to be disciplined and just hold it, right? But there are also times where I do hold a trade and then end up the trade itself looks very good, but I still FOMO and I just close the position. Right. So yeah, this is kind of a crazy day. I lost about $500 for this setup, both the long and the short positions. It's really unfortunate, especially after I really predicted what is going to happen. But overall, it's okay because I'm still up about $500 for the day. But I just very, very sad to see that, what I've anticipated for the day actually worked out. It's just that I couldn't catch the entry. And after seeing the news, what I could have done better was to actually check for more confluences. So I already knew that DXY and other currency pairs are not going the same way as gold. So other currency pair, for example, like maybe GBP USD or Euro USD, is all pumping up, right? And it's pumping massively. And then the DXY, which is the US dollar index, um, is very bearish. So ideally gold will rise, right? But then because of my biasness and stubbornness, or I don't know, discipline, you can say it's discipline, but I don't know, I just held through the trade, and I really have a strong conviction that gold will just dump all the way. I mean, it did dump. I was up about 150 or no 180 pips for my first entry, but I did not take profit. Um, I would say this is a lesson learned. When I'm not confident yet my conviction is strong, I should probably just close the trade and wait for a better setup. Because eventually, if let's say price were to actually break below here, right, it could still potentially form a retest right over here. And then when I see that this candle is actually very bearish, that gives me the momentum and conviction that price will probably hit downwards even more. I can then enter, and this will be a solid like 130 pips. But regardless, I actually lost the trade. It got margin called, and all of the sell positions were automatically closed. And then basically I what do you call it, FOMO from there, right? Because the balance itself left like maybe like $30 or something. Then I just go and stack all the buys position, which obviously I failed because I mean, just look at the lot size I'm playing. Oh my god, the total lot size that I was playing was maybe like 0.12 lot, and then just retrace like maybe 10 pips, and then the whole account was gone. But regardless, I'm really okay with it. The thing is, I profited $500 today, which is okay. Let's take it as a lesson learned, and most importantly, my analysis is right. This is what I'm really proud of. Is that I basically predicted this entire move, right? This entire move, right? To go up, grab this liquidity, retest in this order block, in alignment with the Fibonacci level, and then go all the way down. Although it did not fully go down, but it did went my way that I anticipated to. It just kind of sucks that I couldn't keep the profit, man. I was like up 1,000, what, yeah, $900. So I rounded up to $1,000, right? But in the end, the account was blown. So yeah, $474 balance, and it went up to 1,400 in equity. So that's about like I don't know $900 floating gain at this point. Yeah, and then the moment I saw this candle flick, right, I'm kind of scared already. But after I saw this what do you call it, the bearish candle, right, I had like somewhat faith in the entire move just melt down, but it did not happen. Instead, it just created this pew pew pew. This was the point where I was really struggling to just I was thinking whether to close the position or not. And at the point of time, I think I was up like $300 or $400. I'm not quite too sure, but at this point, I was up about $300. And you know what? I'm still a little bit like conflicted. Like, should I just close? Should I just let it run? And eventually, I let it run. But if I were to look back, honestly, does not look good because I mean like there's an internal market structure shift. There is like a FVG right here, fair value gap, and we have a liquidity gap. Oh my god! So this is like okay. Now it makes sense because this setup look like a unicorn M1 model in what we call in the ICT playbook. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know, but where can this go? 1 to 2 hour? I'm not sure. Okay, but yeah. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, and this is just a very raw footage of how trading is like. Although I got my anticipation right, although I got my analysis right, but the execution is the most important thing when it comes to trading. And unfortunately, my execution did not meet my ideal projection, which really sucks because I basically got it correct, but just that the execution part can be really improved on. So moving forward, I think if I want to play news, I will read smaller, widen my SL in to prevent, something stupid like this happening again. Or if not, I'll just not play at all. And then afterwards, when if I do want to entry, I do need to see like a solid setup. I will not immediately enter based on, price sweeping the liquidity, right? It has to form like an internal market structure shift or break of structure, and that comes in the order block ideally, before I can enter the trade. And ideally, I want to see it's a very clean candles closure. All right. So that's a lesson learned. Okay. All right. So that's about it. Thank you guys for listening. See you in the next video trade.